Hey everybody, welcome to a special unboxing. This time around we have the TMNT Cowabunga collection for PS5. I just picked this up, had it on pre-order for quite a while now. It's a little late. I think this game came out first week of September. So I just got this special edition now from Target. It was kind of expensive. I don't even want to say how much it was, but there's tons of goodies in here. Of course, I cannot pass up special editions, let alone special editions of things that I like, which is Ninja Turtles. I was obsessed with the Ninja Turtles as a kid. It's not necessarily obsessed anymore, but I still really love the Ninja Turtles. The Super 7 Ultimates are amazing. So we got slipcover here. Forgot to look at the back. This game has a whole bunch of old NES, Super NES, Genesis, Game Boy games, much like that Castlevania collection that I just opened up maybe a week or so ago. I'm excited to dive back into these games. Yes, I still have the first NES game, which is quite the travesty. I think most of us kids who grew up in the 90s had that game. This has cool box art from the original artist, Kevin Eastman. I think I opened up a TMNT card set that I think I got a signed card from him, or maybe it was the other co-creator, not sure. But first up, we've got the outside box under the slipcover, just a standard box like that. Warning, here's the game itself, which I'll dive into in a moment. Underneath that are all the goodies. First up, we've got a cool pin set. This looks like a Turtles in Time pin set. So we've got Krang, Shredder, the Technodrome, the Blimp, Turtle Blimp, and Turtle Van, which is awesome. Again, I like getting pins, but I don't know what I'm supposed to do with them. Just have them displayed like that, I guess. Next up on this layer, we've got, I think, a cloth poster of the box art, maybe? I don't know, we'll find out. Oh, this is a pretty stiff feeling cloth. But it's kind of, wow, it is huge. Okay, this is like a Turtles in Time piece of art. Again, done by what looks like the original artist. Wow. Holy cow. This is about the size of a pillowcase, I'd say. So we've got, I will try to pan around this thing as best as possible here. So it's definitely Turtles in Time themed. It's got Krang and the Statue of Liberty there in the middle. This is a fun thing. Again, I don't know how I'm going to display this. Do you get a frame for this? It's cloth, so, but it's like really stiff cloth. It's hard to explain. It's like very starchy. But that's really, really fun. And actually the artwork's really well, and it's very colorful. It's a fun edition. Who decides what comes in special editions? This must be a fun job. Then next up, we've got these cards, I think, for each game. They're like translucent cards, which are cool. I definitely didn't go into this buying blind. Like, I knew what it had in it, but you really don't know until you get it in hand how cool these actually are. And it looks like these are like Tournament Fighter based, so that's cool. Let's go through them real quick. So we've got Leo. Nothing really on the back, and it is kind of like clear. It's kind of got a plastic. They are made out of plastic, but their light goes through them. There's Michelangelo. My favorite, Donatello. I remember back in the day at Blockbuster, they had their like video game championships, and I think Tournament Fighters was one of the games. I did not get very far. Oh, Raphael, obviously. Armageddon. It's like a shark. I don't remember them making a toy out of him. Asuka. Welcome to Waifu Wednesday. Chrome Dome, classic. Karai. Carrie? Karai? These are fun. Rat King. Shredder. Obviously. War is fun. And finally, Wingnut. So those are really neat. I like those. Next up, and I think, oh no, there's another layer. Wow, there's just tons of layers of goodies inside of this box here. Next up we have, I think this is an acrylic standee of the 4 Ninja Turtles. Which you get to see me put together. First up, we've got the base. Some smoke, ninja smoke. It's kind of frosted look to it. I think this is the backdrop. Yep, it's kind of got a frosted look. I wonder if it, oh, does it have, I bet you it has a plastic. Yep. Here you go, for you ASMRs. I think it's on both sides. Yep. I do love taking those sheets off. Sometimes my parents would leave it on like electronic devices, you know, on the screens, and it would just be annoying. Is there one under here? As with most acrylic, they're gonna have that. All right, backdrop goes in. Nice. I think we've got, this is the next one up. What do we got? Leo and Mike. Next layer. Nice. Here we got Leo. Nope, he goes up front, so this is Raph. I'd say this is probably the best bonus out of here. The pins, though, the pins are really cool, but this is, these standees are always fun. They're actually really, I don't know if they still are, but they were, when I was in Japan, they just had a ton of anime standees, like acrylic standees like this. I think they're just cheap to manufacture, and you can have a pretty good markup on them. Got Raph, and then finally Leo here. Raph's obscured a bit, which is unfortunate, but so here we go. That's the acrylic standee, that's actually really badass. That is a fun piece. Considering this was a cartoon, it's kind of cool. Sort of looks like cell animation in a way. So very neat. All right, final bottom layer, I think. Yep. This is the Artbook, which is sometimes a piece de la resistance. I love art books. Looks like it's got, wow, awesome. It's got, oh man, concept art for each of the sprites. Oh, wow. Yeah, amazing. The Castlevania collection kind of had something similar, and I was just like, Konami, please release full, I mean, gosh, look at that. I love it. Hopefully Konami didn't lose. Obviously they didn't lose this in the flood, so yeah, they got all this old stuff. Man, oh my gosh. Look at that, that's great. I love seeing the concept art and then having the sprite right next to it. Oh, look, there's the art for those cards that I just opened. Good old April. Awesome. So good. Amazing. Awesome concept art. This is a really well put together art book. I mean, I knew going in, I knew when I said that was probably the best, I knew there was still an art book to come, and I think this is probably the piece that is the best for me. I love video game history. I love the making of video games. So seeing all the art and the, you know, the hand-drawn maps and everything is just stunning. It's interesting that they got Turtles in Time up front. That's probably the most popular of the Turtles games. Well loved and well remembered. Of course, there's the, oh my gosh. Yeah, so totally worth it for this, I'd say. All right, last but not least, of course, we've got the actual game itself. I'm sure it's probably just your standard, yep, you know, standard disc with not necessarily a reverse cover, but no, it's the same art. I like when they have reverse covers like you could make up. So yeah, I don't know if it really says what games are on here. That's funny. It doesn't say on the box exactly what games you're getting, which is hilarious. Isn't that weird? Shouldn't it say what games are on here? I mean, I know what games are on here because I researched and obviously looked at what games before I actually bought it, but I think it's pretty much all of the NES games, all of the Genesis. I think there was only 2. The arcade games, and I think all the Game Boy games. There's like 3 Game Boy games, and I think I remember reading that one of the Game Boy games was done by the people that eventually went on to do Symphony of the Night, which is awesome. So yeah, that's the Cowabunga collection. I think it's like the limited collector's edition or something. Yeah, this is out now. I'm not sure if this is exactly sold out, but I think it is. Like, at least I got it from Target and it said it was sold out. But I did pre-order it years and years, or months and months and months and months and months ago. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know which of these things are your favorite. Like I said, I love this art book. That thing's really cool too. It's all really cool, other than pins. So yeah, let me know what you think. Please comment, like, subscribe, hit that bell and all that jazz, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks, everybody.